It's funny that you bring up the media because I always say half of the reason why New Jersey artists don't win is because there's a war within the New Jersey media, not just the artists.
Yeah.
And I see that the rules have changed because of the opening up of the internet and everybody getting the opportunity. So I ask you this. When the internet really blew up, battle hip hop happened. And battle hip hop is different than cypher hip hop. How do you define battle culture versus cypher culture?
You making me think, man. I ain't come here for all this thinking. Nah, I'm just saying. But battle culture is different because alright. Battle culture, alright, we talk about friendly competition versus friendly fire. Right? Like in a war you can die from friendly fire. You know what I'm saying? You can get shot, it's lethal. And battle competition is like that, it's very lethal. But they really don't mean nothing much by it on the back end. You know what I'm saying? And in terms of, you know, cypher cultures, it's like you thinking, I need to shine in the cypher, I don't want to get lost. But at the same time, you know, it's even less of a, it's even less maliciousness involved, like no maliciousness involved. You know what I'm saying? And you want to hear dudes do, you know, some ridiculous bars. Like as an MC, sometimes you don't want to be in a cypher where everybody whack and you just killing it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really that much fun. But if you got guys who are really like, who make you really think about what you wrote and make you think about, you know, going home and figuring out your art, then that's where it needs to be, man. Like, you know, and I'm sure it happens the same way in battle culture too. And also too, the rhymes are different. You know, people are trying to win, so they're gonna go and do like over the top stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just to, you know, win. But cypher culture is not really like that. It's a lot, you know, like we just trying to display our craft. You know what I'm saying? And I maybe even talk bars afterwards.
You know the thing about cypher culture that really made me love hip hop more than battle? Like people are talking about battle hip hop and battle rap. That's cool, but that's not my part of hip hop I really enjoy. Because after a while, I get tired of hearing my people got guns. Like that turns me off.
Yeah, gun bars all day.
I don't really like that. But with cypher culture, I used to love how different people would come and be inspired. One of my favorite stories that I've heard from New Jersey hip hop culture is how the Fugees and the Outsiders got together. And I'm sure you know, since you brought up Slang Tongue, I know you knew some of the Fugees as well. You had to. If you were talking about the other parts of the North and Orange and everything. Why don't you give me some of your understanding of rhyming with some of these heavyweights and how that came about?
Let's see. Really the only heavyweight I rapped with was Salik, Slang Tongue Salik. Because I knew Salik from the airport. Me and him used to work together at the airport. And also Nocturnal used to work with us at the airport too. And in fact, me and Knock actually worked for the same company. And Salik used to sign shoes. Rest in peace. So we all knew each other from that. But I forgot the question, man. I done got off on this daggone airport with Salik.
But it's about, like I said, the cypher culture, how many MCs cross paths. Like I want to know about some of the other MCs that you cross paths.
Oh yeah. So I didn't really like. All right. Me and, let's see, I was in a cypher with Prize. Cypher. At my man used to work with this PR firm, which was called Blow Up Media at the time. They call it something different now. But and he was representing the Fugees. In fact, he came up with the Beheaded Baby logo. And me, him, Hard Hitting Harry, like, even it was funny because Hard Hitting Harry is DJ. He's not an MC, but he just inspired him so much he started rhyming or whatever. So like Booger Basement stuff, I don't know about that. If my man Vega was here, he could tell you all about that stuff, Booger Basement stuff. But you gonna make me tell a story. I knew Lauren since she was like 15, and me and her, like I used to I used to write stuff and then run it past her to see what she thought. But she wasn't rapping then. She was acting. I didn't even believe she was an actor. Like, I didn't even know. But she was acting then. And I was like, well, you know, she was in the soap operas or whatever. And I was like, ain't no way I'm going to be able to see you in the soap. I'm in school. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit older than her. I'm about 4 years older than her. But, so with her rhyming, me and her never really ciphered because by the time she got into the Fugees or whatever, we lost touch. And the same thing with Wyclef. When I moved to Newark, I actually went to Vailsburg in '86. But I was only there for a little while. So, but Clef, he was Nelly Nell back then. He was like the man in Vailsburg. So, as a rhyming with them and Outs, that's pretty much my extension of it. Or whatever. Yeah, I'm not, you know, don't really know them like that. But Salik, that was my dude, man. Rest in peace.
You know what? It kind of takes me back because when I was younger, and you're talking about '86 and all that. Around that time, my brother was the only person who taught me hip hop, so I didn't really have the outside knowledge till about '89, '90 to '91. You know what I'm saying? And around that time, if you could rhyme, everybody called you out because they wanted to hear you prove yourself.
Yeah.
That's when hip hop was starting to become big. And in Jersey, when hip hop was starting to really take grass in the media, that's when everybody wanted to go showcase their skills. I mean, I'm a comic book head and things, so things that I remember the most about hip hop when I was younger. I remember the Voltron commercial where Fat Joe was the yellow lion and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
And Angie Martinez and them did the 5 Deadly Villains and all that. But even before that, Sprite was big on it with Chris Cross doing commercials and all that. And when I seen that happen, that's when I saw the Cypher culture come into the I gotta get signed culture. How did that impact the hood, and did it impact you on how you wrote?
No. I mean, it didn't impact me at all. Like, I'm a purist, man. I guess that's probably half my problem. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a purist. I wasn't trying, like, my uncle was in the music biz. He was there for many years, and he was trying to get me to do stuff like, you know, Will Smith and Young MC, and I just wasn't hearing it, man. I was Big Daddy Kane, Cool G rap all day. Like, I ain't want to be on Warner Brothers and nothing like that. You know, give me a record deal with Cold Chillin'. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where my mind has always been, you know. But in terms of the culture, it still affects the culture now. Why? Because people still trying to eat, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, we on the outside looking in. You know, from the, you know, I went to school at Barringer. So right up there at that hill on Park Avenue, you can see Manhattan right there. And it's like the money is right there and you're trying to get to it. And, you know, myself, having, you know, family connects in New York City, it was even closer for me. And it was like, man, I should have been on and retired right now, touring with Dagon, Wu-Tang, and, you know, the way it should have been. But the fact of the matter is that when people see that, okay, you may not like my brand of lyricism, but I can go make some pop stuff, or I can go make some Will Smith, or I can make some, you know what I'm saying, some Tone Loc, Young MC, etc., then, yeah, I'll do it. I gotta put food on the table. But you know, I mean, that's just the way it goes down. You know what I'm saying? Jokers is hungry at the end of the day.
Yeah, and money will always cause a problem or cause a solution. You know, the famous joke. What happened to the revolution? Niggas started getting jobs. You know what I'm saying?
That's what happened.
So
it's a wrap.
So yeah, even with your art, as soon as money comes.
But hold on, let me think about this first. Let me put this out, right? With like Jay-Z and 50, it's like I've noticed that there's a difference between hustlers who are artists and then artists who have to be hustlers. You know what I'm saying? And you have guys who are like half of they're more hustlers than they are artists. They're just rapping is a hustle to them. Whereas, you know, some artists like myself, I have to learn how to hustle because I'm really an artist. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of, I guess, I don't want to say colors it, but it does color it. And it colors the music also. But I admire them for their hustle, man, because, you know, it's dope.
Well, art is all about expression. And expression is your life on the canvas. as an artist, what picture are you trying to paint, holding true form to your pure love of hip hop as a puritist? You know.
I want to be able to write about whatever topic that I'm feeling at the time, and then put my. All right. Any Eminem song, right? Anyone, doesn't matter. Is going to have like a complicated rhyme style to it. But like somebody like LL Cool J. LL Cool J, all his stuff wasn't necessarily complicated. Some of that stuff was simple. You know what I'm saying? Because it just fit the song. You know, and there's some songs that I do. I guess more the new stuff, but let's say with John Cena, it's a more complex lifestyle. It's not really ridiculously complex, but it's pretty complex, right? And then you have other ones, a song called Clan Manifesto I have, where I'm acting like I'm rhyming like a white guy. So it's very simple, very, you know, I do eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a Negro by the toe. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it just fits the song. You know, so in this single bass culture, what I'm learning to do is just make songs for the topic, for the moment, you know, at the time, and then let that be my stamp on that particular, you know, subject.